In this video we'll show you step by step how to set the airplane inside of the wind tunnel with the right initial position depending on the angle of attack we are working with. The following point or the following action is turn on the wind tunnel at a certain airspeed. Before we increase the velocity, we need to make sure the tunnel is well positioned inside the room. Avoid walking in front of it and put it away from the walls and things like that. And once we have the wind tunnel on, it's time to run the program of the computer for the lift, drag and pitch analysis. We need to repeat this brief process every time we change the angle of attack. In order to give a good explanation about what was made and what we use, we're going to introduce you to the principal components and parts of the wind tunnel and extra stuff we use like the computer, the model, one stick and so on. Here we can appreciate this printer making a model, which is an airplane. We can see it in this picture. This is the one we're going to use for the practice number 1. This could be called the front part of the wind tunnel. You can see we put a behave panel in order to get a more constant flow for the airplanes and as a consequence get better results.
The materials that we need in this practice are: number 1, a stick made by wood; number 2, a nut made by metal; and number 3, an scale airplane made by 3D printing, and glue to paste the nut on the airplane. Step number 1. Gather all the materials to proceed with the practice. Number 2. Make sure the stick is able to be placed through the nut with any problem. Step number 3. Take some hard glue and spread it on the nut, and then paste it on the plane carefully right in the middle of the plane. Step 4. Insert the stick through the nut and make sure it's strong over placed.
We take the following considerations to perform the test. All electrical connections are properly. Ensure that tunnel position is optimal. Do not obstruct the flow of air at any time. Perform tests with all safety measures to avoid accidents. Always have teacher supervision. The test was performed for angles from -30 to 30 degrees, with intervals of 5 degrees. The first step is to mount the model in the wind tunnel at 0 degrees. A honeycomb is added to generate a more stable flow. Then the wind tunnel is turned on the correct position. We connect the signal to the computer. We reset the console values to 0 and we wait for it to stabilize. We gradually increase the speed up to 75%. We wait again for data to stabilize and we start taking reading for 10 minutes. Once the reading is taken, we reduce the speed to 0 and change the angle.
Now we are going to repeat the procediment for the rest of the angles until you get them all. As you can see in the computer, we are getting all the data from the wind tunnel, and all this information are gonna be useful to make graphics. That represents the aerodynamic coefficients.